There's no charge for that, so I would encourage you to get in contact with the editor to be able to email directly into info@Women2Women and submit those articles. We do feature authors on the cover of the magazine.
Yes, and I love that you do that because it's all been Michigan
authors. Absolutely.
And who would have known that there's that many female authors in this state?
Yeah, it's amazing, and I'm finding every day there's more and more women that are attending workshops and retreats to learn how to become an author. If they have a message that they want to share, that they'd like to learn how to write their book.
Mm-hmm.
So we're encouraging
and isn't that the person that's on the cover this month? Isn't that what she does?
Sherry Taylor.
Very good.
Yes.
We have a lady that comes on the show every now and then, too, that does that also.
It's excellent.
Is an author's coach, yes.
Sure.
Because you get writer's block as a coach, and you need that encouragement sometimes to keep going. So how do you keep the women that work for you motivated and on task?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
On to the next question.
No, seriously. They run me. No, I think we've brought a team of ladies together that are self-starters. They're very inspired and motivated, and they're awesome people. They're involved, and that is not really my challenge, to keep them focused and to keep them inspired, as much as there's just not enough hours in the day to do everything that we want to do. So, we work a lot with timelines and trying to develop job descriptions, which is all over the place. As much as we try to do that, we're crossing over.
Oh, it changes all the time, probably.
It really does.
Mine changes all the time, and I'm by myself.
Yeah. So,
so I imagine.
So how do you do that?
Well, that's a good question. I have to. I have really a big problem with that, to be honest with you. I have to block out times in my appointment book that for this hour I'm going to do this. For this hour I'm going to do this. And if someone interrupts those hours, and I try not to answer my phone when I'm on task, but it happens.
Sure.
So today it happened. A meeting that I had that should have only lasted an hour lasted 2. Now I'm behind 3 things.
Sure.
So it's hard. I need to delegate, but I have nobody to delegate.
That's funny.
But it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen. And you know what? I'm kind of a control freak anyway. So at this point, it's probably for the best that...
Right.
You don't have one.
Yeah, that it's like it is. Until everything is... we're not even a year old yet, so... We're getting there. And Misty, thank goodness she's here on Tuesdays.
Well, you have a lot to manage.
Yes. Yes.
Just Deb.
I have to. It's just Deb.
It's just
I have to. Every day is an adventure, though. You're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I have to look at it like that, too. When I wake up in the morning, I think, I have to get this done. I have to get that done. But then I can go for a walk if I want to.
Sure.
Or I can come home and go for a walk on the beach for
Well, that was
while.
supposed to be one of the benefits of having your own company and being on your own, that you do have that flex time.
And sometimes it's true.
And sometimes it's true, and most of the time it's not. Most of the time you're taking work home, you're staying after hours, you're coming in on a Saturday. But personally, I wouldn't change it.
No.
For anything. And I will share with you, our office, we try to focus on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday schedule. That doesn't mean we don't work on Monday and Friday. It means those are our planning days. And we work independently of each other, and we come back together with a staff meeting Tuesday mornings. And then I've tried to work with department heads where we identify, in a staff meeting, controlled, to bring us all up to date. And
how's that work?
Well, not flawlessly.
But, sometimes it does, though, doesn't it?
It really does.
Do you go, huh?
Well, and to get everybody that's involved in part of the team, and I have a couple different teams with the expos that are the core team of the magazine. And yeah, they'll help co-manage each other and making sure that everybody is on task. So It is difficult when it's you alone, but when you get to 2 or 3 people, I think some of that pressure comes off a little bit when you do have responsible people to help.
Mm-hmm. And that's the clue.
It is.
Right there. Good. That's good. So you two are on a whole different level than us. What do you do besides play music?
Well, I am a full-time student at Saginaw Valley, so I do that. And then in my spare time, between playing music and going to school, I also sell jewelry for Touchstone Crystal by Swarovski. And I help out at my church a little bit, and I lead worship there. And I did work with the youth group there for a while, too, so I pack my schedule the best I can.
It sounds like it. So what do you do for adventure?
I like to travel.
Very good.
I go as many places as I can, whenever I can. Amanda and I regularly schedule vacation times.
That's good. You were just recently in Nashville, right?
Indeed, we were. Yeah, we had a good time. We just took a week jaunt to Nashville, and we're going to be doing. Well, I'm going to Haiti next week for 9 days.
Nice.
Wow, that's an adventure.
Why are you going to Haiti?
I'm doing mission work.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
One of a lady that was on our show just got back from.
Mrs. Z.
Where did she just get back from?
Guatemala.
Guatemala. That's right. She does mission work also.
Correct.
That's very nice. I admire that.
It's fun. I like doing it.
That's very good. How long have you been doing that?
I started doing missions about, oh my gosh, how long was it since we lived together? 6 years. 6 years ago. Haiti was the first place I went. I've been to the Dominican Republic and to Ethiopia.
Those are good adventures, but
That's fabulous.
They're good adventures, but they're probably difficult adventures at the same time.
They're very difficult. I went to Ethiopia shortly before Christmas, and I came home on Christmas Eve. And I was a disaster for the whole Christmas season because I was like, don't give me any presents.
Yeah. Really, that would be a tough one.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Whew. What about you, Amanda? This is Amanda, and it's funny because I know her dad. That was funny when you told me your last name.
Yeah. Josh knows my dad, too.
Yes.
So we went through. Everyone knows
Everybody,
Dennis
yeah.
Beeson.
Yes. He's
Good guy.
a very popular guy.
Yeah.
You know Dennis Beeson, Juliana. I do. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys must have met at the church.
Yes, we did.
Very good.
Yep, we started singing together in the praise band. That's how we became friends.
Oh,
Then we were roommates for a while, and then Allie moved away. I always have to throw that in because she left me. And then she came back, though, and we've been friends ever since, and we started playing together about a year and a half ago. So
Very
it
good.
took us a while to actually start up music together. I don't know why, because we've always done music
Isn't that
together. We
funny?
just never really done it out and about. So
Well, good.
yeah.
Good. And we'll be talking to you more in a little bit, but what do you do for adventure, Amanda?
I love to travel too. I love Nashville, and I like to go there as often as I possibly can. But I like new places. I love traveling, and I like just being outside and doing things outside. I'm a busybody, so I like to be doing anything really. I'm not too picky about my adventures as long as it's not sitting on the couch.
Yes. And what about you, Misty?
I have kids. Need I
That's
say
an
more?
adventure, isn't
That
it?
is an adventure.
Need I say more? Yes, I have I've 2 teens now, and she's almost 20, so she doesn't count as a teen anymore, and a grandbaby on the way, and a life ahead of me. I've got a whole future that I'm looking forward to, and
So it's a big
direction.
adventure. Your life is now an
everything
adventure.
is a direction.
Yes.
Everything is an adventure.
That's good. That's a
Yep.
good way to look at things. So, encouragement. Let's talk about encouragement a little bit. Wait, before I do, I want to say something. So, you meet people all the time, and Pat, you've heard me say the same thing. You meet people all the time that are just happy with their lives, and they just go along. and that's fine. And then you meet people that are adventurous and creative and just different. They're different. And I've found, and people have said I'm different, but not always in a good way. But
To know her is to love her.
Absolutely.
some people say she's really different, and some people go, she's different. But that's okay. That's okay. But I've found that since I've been doing this network and since I've been in Michigan and doing my coaching and stuff, the people that I've met have been very adventurous and unique, where they're just not the run-of-the-mill people, and all present company included, of course. So I like that. I like that there's not people that have been in Michigan their whole lives or just in this city their whole lives that have expanded their horizons. And even if they have been here, they think outside the box and they think differently. And those are my kind of people. And
if I can add to that. Too,
yes, you can.
I think your mission, I think it's a common mission, but I think to bring together people of the same mission is to bring together fabulous individuals. I mean, it's been, I am in awe of the people that I have met since being associated
really
with the Divalution.
Yes.
It has been phenomenal.
And we didn't even know those people existed.
Not right here in our backyard, we didn't.
Yeah.
We don't have to
Debbie,
go far
we
for
have
it.
you to thank for some of that too. You know,
Absolutely, bringing that to the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Well,
and you do the same thing.
It's been my experience as well. When I started with the publication, I wasn't positive of the direction, and it just kept opening and opening. And I've lived in Michigan my whole life, and didn't really realize how much talent was actually here in the state. And when you meet these women, it's the only word that I can describe it is grit.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they're not afraid to try. They're stepping out of their comfort zone. They're doing new things. They're having these new adventures, and very loving, awesome, genuine people.
Right.
For the most part. I mean, of course, you're going to have a little bit mixed in there, but I keep putting out, the positive energy and hoping that that's what we're getting back. And to this point, it really has been my experience.
Yeah, and every now and then somebody shows us a side of them that they want us to see rather than...
Sure.
And you're like me, you choose to see the good. And that's okay because we learn and grow from those kind of experiences. Become more discerning, maybe.
That will be a future issue that
I'm
we'll looking
see,
at. Discernment. Discernment.
That has yet to be decided.
Sure.
So encouragement. Now, I think in your position, you need to be encouraged, and whether it's encouraging yourself just to stay on top of things or encouraging from other people, we kind of just were talking about that. So what does that look like in your world?
In my world, it's been for 25 years or longer. I start my day and I ground myself for the day. I read. Usually, I wish I could say I exercise, but I don't. I gravitate to a stack of books and find my spiritual inspiration, if you will, for the day. And sometimes it just speaks to me, and try to stay focused that way and know when the whole world's going crazy around me, 95% of the time I have started with a direction and how I want my day to end up, and I try to stay in control of that when everybody else gets crazy around me. It works most of the time, not always. I'm not perfect, so I have been known to have my little breakdowns as well, just like anyone else. But I think if you stay with that direction, for me, it's worked.
That's good. And you have to have a plan like that, because sometimes when nothing else works, probably reading a book does.
It does. And I love to read.
Oh, boy, that's good. Woo! I was really engrossed in what you were saying. Hey, it's time for break. When we come back, we're going to be talking to these two fine women from Lights of Georgia Jade, and I bet you they'll sing a song or two for us. We're visiting with Deb Collins from Women2Women and Lights of Georgia Jade. Take a little break. We'll be back. We're going to take a break, too.
The Diva.